I hope this angle is working. I'm not actually sure. Hi, my name is Zara and this is my second 2-week weekly vlog or bi-weekly vlog, something like that. I will begin now by giving you a summary of what's been going on during the process of these next 2 weeks. In the beginning of the 2 weeks, I started with taking care of some more miscellaneous tasks that had been weighing down my to-do list for a long time and I just wanted to get them done. So that included writing back to my pen pal and beginning to make an apron for my grandmother and my cousin's grandmother since they've requested me to make that for them. There might have been a few other miscellaneous things that I did in the beginning of the week, but honestly I can't remember, and if I can't remember, it probably wasn't that significant. Regardless, you will see it in the clips to come after the summary. After that, I spent a lot of time. There was a phase towards like the end of the first week, or a couple of days where I spent a lot of time playing ukulele and singing. I've always had an interest in music, and I think in the last few years when I got a little bit ambitious and maybe sucked into the hustle culture tech world a little bit, my focus on music has dwindled a little bit, but that is something that, although I will probably further submerge myself into the hustle culture tech world in the next 5 years when I'll be in university, I do want to bring music back a little bit. I have no idea how successful I will be at doing that, but that is what I was doing. Obviously, that went away. And so I've probably gone a week without practicing any of the music things that I was intending on practicing. That's okay. I think that me and my interests, what I notice, I feel like I am an underwater volcano, you know? So we spew things, we spew the gases from underneath the Earth's crust into the water, and it recirculates. It goes up, recirculates, it comes back down, re-enters the vents into the underneath the Earth's crust again, and then it comes back up. So my interests, every interest that I've ever had has gone away and come back in some capacity. So it's just circling. So we'll see when the music comes back. After that, there was a large chunk of time I didn't really film. During that time, I spent most of my time working on an essay for my English class and processing where I'm going for university next year, because I got an offer from my first choice university. So after receiving that offer, of course, I accepted, and I spent some time getting involved in the community and doing research and figuring out what my life is going to be like next year. Preparing for university next year included becoming admin of the Discord server for our program next year. Finally, this morning, in the last couple of days in some capacity, I have been preparing for a hackathon that I will be doing at the end of next week. That includes finding a partner, and this morning I participated in a workshop from that hackathon in preparation for that hackathon that reviewed HTML and CSS. That's it. At the end of this video, because that's where it's appropriate to go, I will be telling you what I'm really looking forward to next week. See you then.
Welcome to the weekly vlog. Today is, what's the date, Alishba?
Don't ask me, I wouldn't know.
It's 21st. Is it? Is that true? It's March 21st. Yeah. Today, we're at a very wonderful place. There's a lake. Wow. And here's the rock we're sitting on. And there's Alishba's Tim's with the paper straw. You know, paper straws are really...
I have too much Tim's.
They're really bad. Drinking from a paper straw feels like scratching your nails on a chalkboard. I very much do not approve of them.
Yeah.
I think there needs to be a social trend of carrying around metal straws with you wherever you go, because yeah, we know plastic straws are a problem, but paper straws are not the solution. I hate them so much. And silicone straws are also weird. I have lots of silicone straws at home, but the thing is they're quite bendy.
Yeah, they are.
They're very bendy, and you know, you're trying to mix your drink and it just doesn't work because it's so bendy.
Real problems.
Real problems. Real problems. There aren't enough smart people working on real problems.
Yes.
Like straws, exactly.
Very much.
You know, I think a lot of people would classify that as an actual real problem.
It definitely is, yeah. I'm just joking, but it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, reusable straws is a good solution. People just don't use them.
Yeah. All right.
Update.
Nice thumbs. Is this golden hour? No, I don't think so. This is just sun is in my eyes.
Good afternoon. Today is March 22nd. I was just working on editing my 2-week weekly vlog from the last 2 weeks. I know that if I don't yesterday I said, if I don't do it today, I'm not gonna do it. Which was somewhat true. I had to do it. I have to do it before moving on to anything else, because as soon as I move on to anything else, I know I'm not going back. So that's the plan for today. Although yesterday, although I did not get around to editing the video, which was my plan, I would not consider yesterday unproductive because the whole day was packed with needed activities. So you know what, it's fine. Sometimes you just don't get to what you plan to do, but it can still be a good and productive day. I need to finish and publish that vlog or it's not happening. Totally forgot I had a tutoring session today, so today I learned the derivative of trig functions. It's 11:05. You know, I feel good when I push myself to complete something knowing that this means everything else stays as well as it can. Of course, there are always other external non-controllable factors that can and will get in the way. But at least in the ways that I can be successful at accomplishing my goals. Oh yeah. I notice on days that I stay up late to get work done, I tend to stay up even later just to get some vibe time. Just to get some vibe time to myself before I have to go to sleep, so I don't know what I'm gonna do today. Today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed. Don't feel like picking up my phone, so leave a message at the tone. 'Cause today I swear I'm doing anything. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Or at least that's how I felt when I woke up in the morning. Because as I said prior, there was a good chance I was going to go to bed late that day, and as expected, I flaked on discipline and I went to bed late and I woke up very tired. Regardless, it was a good morning, just English class, and I uploaded my 2-week weekly vlog from the last 2 weeks, previous 2 weeks, so that's pretty good. What I'm about to do the rest of the day is work on writing back to my pen pal until either the day ends or I finish that. It is still Tuesday and nearly 6 p.m. and I have just finished writing my response letter to my pen pal. It's 6 p.m. I could even say only 6 p.m. or nearly only 6 p.m. which means that I have some remaining time in the day with which to be productive with. Using that time, I think finally, this item has been on my to-do list for so long, as have many of the other items that I am doing this week. But finally, here is a linen bed sheet that my grandmother gave me and requested me to make her an apron. A cooking apron. I made progress on the aprons. Here I've cut out all the pieces. Good afternoon. Currently we are outside with the dog. In the morning, it's Wednesday. In the morning we had English class, driving practice, and now I am mailing this letter to my pen pal. Hello, today is March 26th and I can't speak because I'm wearing a face mask, but hope you enjoy the Facemask ukulele anyways. Good morning. Actually, good afternoon. It's 12 p.m. on Saturday, the April 3rd. I'm sitting in a workshop for web development. This workshop is part of a hackathon that I will be participating in a week from now, and in the meantime, between now and the end of next week when the hackathon is, one of the things I will be doing is refreshing the technical skills that I think I will need for the hackathon. That includes HTML, CSS, Python, Matplotlib, maybe SQL, not really sure. I have to create an account, excuse me. It's one of those workshops where they bring someone from a company and that company's like, look at all these, we're going to teach you so many amazing things, but you got to use our product. That's how they tend to be. But that's okay, because I think the learning is incredibly valuable that I will take the promotion for the learning. It's probably worth mentioning that I am getting a monitor and laptop stand, so this setup, although I have been using it for some time, will not be used forever. That's great. So I just finished the workshop and I did really enjoy it. Although there's a lot that we can learn online through online courses, it's always nice to have that experiential learning in a group where there are other people learning with you and there's an instructor to ask questions to. I will fill you in on what has been going on through all the days that I didn't film. So I think the last time I filmed something was it was either Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday last week. After that, the primary things that I was working on was a lot of ukulele practice. Like I said, I was trying to develop calluses so that, you know, if I could develop the calluses, then once that initial pain is over, I might be able to move on to electric guitar. Obviously, I haven't played the ukulele in like a week, so clearly electric guitar is not happening, which means the money that I left kind of on the table to consider buying an electric guitar with, instead I'm going to invest in sewing supplies that I've been needing for a couple of months. So I will probably get a rotary cutter, an ergonomic rotary cutter, and a cutting board. Maybe some better pins. I will look into exactly what it is I'm going to get. Yeah, I wrote an essay for English class, and then I actually got a university program offer from my top choice university program. So that was really, really exciting. I thought about it for a couple of days and I just accepted because I'm not waiting on anything. Yes, there are some universities that haven't gotten back to me yet, but they are nowhere near my first choice. So I heard back from my first choice. It was where I wanted to be. I could see my future coming together from this university program. I could see the environment was someplace that I wanted to be, so I just accepted. I'm really, really excited for the opportunities and the community that I'm going to be involved in. It was, I think, March 29th. In the morning, I got my acceptance that day. 3 hours later, a friend and I, who also received an acceptance from that program, we started the Discord server. So a lot of my time since then has gone towards adminning, if that's a word, the Discord server. Yesterday we actually did a major reconstruction. We set it up really quickly, right, and people started coming in, and so there wasn't a lot of time between starting it and people coming in to set up our Discord server really well. It was also good to spend some time in the server catering to smaller requests, like what kind of emojis people wanted, to understand exactly how people are using the server, and that definitely gave us a better idea of what our server should look like going forward. So it was interesting. Adminning a Discord server, setting it up, has been a really good experience because I just realized just how much these Discord servers can help substitute for the in-person interactions that we're not getting today. Also, a lot of the features on Discord are really, really interesting. It's like there are so many things that we are missing from not having our in-person interactions, yet still there are new things that we're able to experience online. So it's almost as if instead of being a replacement, it's not really a replacement in the sense that you can replicate the same experiences, but it's a replacement in the sense that it fills the gap and provides us a different set of experiences. So virtual interaction is different in nature from in-person interaction. We get different things out of it. And I like that approach because I remember thinking that I think a lot of attempts at making virtual community are just trying to are just trying to replicate what we have in person, and I was always thinking, I don't think that's gonna work. I think the nature of virtual interaction is something that's very, very different and needs to be innovated upon. And it has been, and so I was very pleased to see that. I'm back. This is end of the video, Zara. So it is currently the April 3rd. Tomorrow, I believe, tomorrow we are going to be visiting the university that I will be attending next year. And then the rest of the week will be spent preparing for the hackathon that I will be doing at the end of that week. I believe it starts on April 9th. I have a project in mind that I'm really excited to do, and I've got a partner who is also excited to do that project. Maybe I'll tell you more about that later. Although it is technically simple, we will get our hands on a lot of different technical things and have the experience of putting together all of these components into a fully fledged software, which I think will be a really fun experience. And so in the next week, what I will be mainly doing is focusing on refreshing, revamping my technical skills, the ones that I perceive right now to be useful and helpful for the hackathon next week. Of course, not starting the project, that would be cheating, just brushing up on the skills I will need to make that successful. I also have this book that I have to read for English class, so there is some novel study work to be done. So those are the main things that I'm thinking about. I have no idea what the week after that is going to be. I do know that the project that I'm doing at the hackathon, I do intend to continue it. I think it has potential. But yeah, as of now, I don't have any concrete plans for what comes after that. Hope you enjoyed catching up with me, and I will probably see you in 2 weeks.